When most people think of a gladiator, they imagine a slave, chained, angry, forced to kill or be killed. But the truth is far more complicated. Some were captives from distant lands, others were criminals, and a few chose the arena. In the early Republic, Rome filled its arenas with prisoners of war. Gauls, Samnites, and Thracians conquered enemies of the empire. They were paraded through the streets, then handed to trainers. No longer soldiers, now entertainment. But as Rome grew, so did the hunger for blood. And the supply of captives couldn't keep up, so the empire opened its gates to volunteers, free men, desperate men, men with nothing left. They signed away their freedom for a price. A coin purse, a chance at glory, or simply a place to belong. These volunteers were called octorati. Their contract was brutal. It promised food, training, and shelter, but it also demanded obedience and blood. They swore an oath to be burned, bound, beaten, and slain by the sword. This was not theater. It was Roman law. Training began inside stone walls gladiator schools called ludi. The most famous stood just outside the Colosseum, the Ludus Magnus. Every morning began before sunrise. Wooden swords, repetitive drills, sweat, and silence. They trained footwork, balance, and precision. Every movement had purpose. Every mistake had pain. They weren't just learning to fight. They were learning to perform. The arena demanded rhythm. It was combat, choreographed for applause. Meals were simple barley beans, dried fruits. No meat, no luxury. Only fuel for survival. Doctors treated their wounds. Masseurs worked their muscles. They were investments, not prisoners. Over time, some fighters earned their first match, not in the Colosseum, but in dirt rings and side arenas, mall crowds, big stakes. One misstep and it was over. But survival meant another chance. Those who impressed were sent to public games. Festivals packed with cheering Romans and emperors watching from balconies. In Roman society, gladiators were strange creatures, legally slaves, socially icons. Crowds chanted their names. Noble women sent gifts. Children made dolls in their image. They had no power, but they had fame. Some earned freedom. Some chose to keep fighting. They weren't born heroes. Okay, they weren't born killers. They were forged by discipline, pain, and the eyes of 50,000 spectators. And whether they fought for freedom or for glory, one truth always remained: all of them fought for survival.